Tasmania's School of Art has undergone a complete rethink to improve enrolments and ensure some of the more traditional courses, such as ceramics, continue to flourish. While some interstate institutions are struggling to attract students to some courses, the School of Art is having a quiet resurgence. Polytechnic students are enrolling at the school as part of the changes. Tamara Glumac spoke to the people behind a bid to boost numbers and keep more students in education.
This once deserted ceramics studio in the Tasmanian School of Art is being brought back to life. For more than a decade, it lay largely untouched after dwindling student numbers forced the closure of the school's ceramics course. Now Polytechnic students are filling the gap and bringing a whole new dimension to the art school.
The low drop in the mid 2004-2005, that really sobered us up, and it has been a struggle to come out of that, and we've had to really take a good long look at ourselves from every angle.
The school is undergoing a 3-year multi-million-dollar merger with Polytechnic to help it survive into the future. It's begun by teaching Polytechnic students ceramics and furniture design, traditional art forms that are slowly disappearing from art schools across the country.
If that practice isn't occurring at the Polytechnic and university level, it's very unlikely that those discipline areas will be able to thrive in the state. And there are only 3 or 4 good furniture programs in the country.
The head of the art school, Noel Frankham, is the man behind the merger. He says it will help identify and develop artistic talent.
It'll mean that we have more clearly demonstrated pathways for people to come in and imagine where they might go to next. So if you're doing a Certificate 4 with the Polytechnic, you'll be doing that alongside people, in fact, doing a PhD.
Already there are 40 Polytechnic students, bringing the art school's enrolments up to nearly 400. By 2013, more than 150 Polytechnic students will be at the art school, as courses including graphic design and photography are incorporated.
I think it's around looking at the economies of scale. We are living in a regional state. We're looking at looking for the benefits for our students, working together.
We are funded on the basis of enrolment load on demand, so if people don't enrol, then that knocks a hole in your operating budget, and things are fairly thin anyway.
Professor Jonathan Holmes has taught more than 3,000 students during a career spanning nearly 4 decades at the art school. He believes the Polytechnic merger will help mould more young Tasmanian artists.
It sets up the potential for students to move in at the diploma level in the Polytechnic system, and for them to go right the way through this, the tertiary system to doctoral studies.
Sections of the art school will be redeveloped to accommodate the merger.
Architects have actually been looking at redesigning floor plans. There'll be builders in here in the next few months, and then there'll be fit out of studio bases.
Students are embracing the changes.
But to be centred in the middle of an art school is really exciting. It means that as you're walking through to get to our studio, we come across other people who are practising in different ways, and really it's been quite an interactive experience. Lots of conversations that might spark ideas.
A lot of artistic practice and galleries are centred around this area. And I think it's just nice to see what other people are doing, so you can bounce off other people with your work.
The art school is also capitalising on MONA, Hobart's Museum of Old and New Art. It trained the museum's front of house staff, developing a course called Fronting MONA, which drew nearly 70 students. Another course, Confronting MONA, is now on the drawing board.
Fronting MONA was about managing visitors, the visitor experience, and mediating and helping wherever possible. This one is about understanding the work that is presented at MONA, where it sits in art history, theory terms.
As the art school works towards its own education revival, it's hoping to bring other benefits to the state.
So the more people we have in here the better. Tasmania has an unfortunately low participation and attainment rate in tertiary education, and we think it's important that we in the creative arts do our bit.